Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Baldur's Gate 3, where we continue on what Jolly would probably call her fun spree. Although, I'm not sure if it's going to be much fun today because we're going to go and visit a bookshop. Ugh. Off we go, to Sorceress Sundry's, see if anything exciting is occurring over here.
I must admit, some of the items here are quite marvelous.
Good.
Baldur's Gate prices, though. Not worth it, if you ask me.
I shall be careful not to ask you then, child.
Get wrecked.
Welcome, dear patron, to Sorceress Sundry's. I am an unperson in service of the revered wizard Lorroakan, proprietor of this fine establishment. To browse our wares, say trade. To provide information about the Night Song, say Night Song. If you are a city official here to collect dues, say taxes. For all other inquiries, say other.
Kind of curious. Taxes.
You are not Mr. Marvin Hudd, the collections officer assigned to this establishment.
Did you recognise Marvin Hudd when you see him? Ooh, just about.
Forgive this error in my analysis. Hello, Mr. Marvin Hudd. Please find your payment in full. Until next we meet. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Us, Marvin Hudd, knows things about the Night Song.
The provision of information that leads to the retrieval of the Night Song is worth a great deal to Master Lorroakan. Do you have information regarding the Night Song?
Yeah. You won't like it, but we've got it.
Please proceed upstairs for further instructions. Thank you. Please come again soon and have a magical day.
Now, how much cash did we just rinse out of this dude? Yeah, we don't appear to have any cash. But that's fine. Up we go. Now then.
Welcome, dear patron, to the floor at the top of the stairs. If you have information about the Night Song, great riches await. If you are here to waste the great wizard Lorroakan's time, reconsider. Let your knowledge determine your path forward.
Wonderful. Let's see what we've got.
The Night Song is an immortal being, the child of a deity.
Let's go for that.
Hold very still, Nicklaw. Craig's aim is much improved, but still leaves something up to chance.
Yes, sir.
All right, Crank. Ready? Aim. We have a visitor. At ease. McClaw, you may go. I see no Night Song. Surely you wouldn't have entered my tower without the Night Song in hand? Surely you wouldn't have wasted my time?
Not quite the enthusiastic welcome I was hoping for.
You'll have more gratitude than you know how to count once the Night Song is in my hands. Do you have it or not?
Well, here's the thing. I couldn't bring it to you even if I wanted to.
Explain yourself.
Afraid she's dead. She got stabbed by a Sharon spear.
Dead? That cannot be. It is immortal. A god.
Not anymore, thanks to me.
You don't know what you've done. And you never will. Oh, how exhausting it is, interacting with inferior minds and their vulgar motivations. Leave me to my ruminations.
Ah. I was kind of expecting him to get annoyed immediately. But no, he's just stood about.
Your terrible tidings have cost me everything. My grand design, dashed to ruins. This always happens to me.
Prick. He's still firing at Miklo there, it seems, Crank. Not the most talkative of fellows.
You'll bring him the night song, won't you? He'll be so very pleased, so very happy if his plans materialize.
So yeah, no one seems particularly pleased right now. What with the old night song being dead. But it also seems like I can't do much else in here right now. Unless we want to do what we always do. He's gone back to his throne. I was going to sneak attack him from behind. Maybe we still can.
You sought a fight, and now you have one.
Wonderful. So, what's the plan? There's Crank. He's pretty weak. There's Miklo. He's even weaker. Do we deal with the Myrmidons? It's a bit of a stretch to reach old Lorroakan right now. So stabbing this bugger up might be better. But then I suppose we could also toss some Viction's Mockery.
You've a visage fit for letter writing.
Blam. Chat's so much shit he just dropped dead. We like this. Now Astarion, can you reach Lorroakan? You might get opportunity attacks in the process. That's probably fine. Elemental Retort. Oh, he's going to blast with a lot of damage. Level 5 evocation spell. Let's counterspell it. See how he feels about that. Oh, he still got it off. Either way, he's dead. And now the Myrmidons can go down as well, probably. Certainly seems like it. Maybe I should take the fire one out first, because they throw fireballs about. It's probably fine. Now, Minty, you are kind of threatened there, so yeah, let's get you out of harm's way. Do you want to fire at that bugger? Okay, not enough movement apparently. And you missed your shot on Crank. So, Astarion. Yeah, a bit more of your stuff is always welcome. Hellish Rebuke. It's not pleasant. It's casting it at like level 1 maybe. So we'll stop that just because Astarion's already a bit wounded. There goes Crank. Now we'll shoot this fire one up a bit. Let's see. Wow. Okay, we'll apparently shoot the air Myrmidon. But blam. That's some real damage. Once again, you're going after Minty. What a shit. But now it's looking for where Jolly was. Nice try, Knobhead. She's not over there anymore. Ray of Frost. Hellish Rebuke. Can't do much about that one. Oh, I forgot to... Nah, it's too late now. Got to use our crossbow shot. But that's fine. Could use Mockery on this one.
Listen, you, wetter than a 10-ton tarpon.
Would have been better if we'd used it on the water elemental, but we'll take it. Victory is ours. We have murked another room full of idiots. And what have we acquired? The Despair of Athkatla and the Shelter of Athkatla, which gives you advantage on saving throws against spells. That's possibly more useful for Minty than the Wave Mother's Robe, maybe? But we'll hang on to it for now. Guessing the Myrmidons didn't have anything of merit. No, no one else would have done. Now, can we get through this arcane barrier? $20's a big roll. Hey! Took all our inspirations. But we're in. And we got Marka Heshkir. Minty would like that very much, I'm sure. Bonus to spell save DC and spell attack rolls. Arcane Battery, it's +2. Yes, that seems like a fine weapon. Now, which would be better? Inflicting Chilled on targets with our cold damage spells, or the extra +1 to DC and spell attack, and healing ourselves if they fail saving throws. That might be better, you know. Morning Frost's time might have finally come to an end. And now we've got no saving throws left. No inspirations left. Good. The Robe of the Weave. Minty, it's finally time for you to put on something a bit more sensible. Another bonus to spell save DC and attack rolls. And whenever we succeed saving throws against spells, we gain hit points. Armor class +2. Yeah, better armor class. Very much less attractive looking, but I think we'll just have to live with that. At least we can make it a nice colour. Is that the best choice? Maybe we go with lavender instead. Yeah, that's nice. And back upstairs we go, I think. Another scroll, we'll steal that. And it's time to hit the vaults. There's a display case that's locked. It's a fairly tricky roll. Unless you're Astarion. The Red Knight's final stratagem.
Well, well. Someone's a treasure trove of wicked spells.
Nice. Now we should be able to discover more about the necromancy of Thay somewhere in this place. I believe our quest log says as much. Yeah, we need to find the Thatcherite, or the Tharkerite Codex. It's probably not Thatcherite. Some things are too evil even for Jolly. Now, are there any hidden bits in this room? I don't think so. Yeah, it's just walls. But out here there might be hidden bits around. May as well just stick to Astarion for the moment, thanks to his expertise. Oh, it's the peculiar lamp.
You've arrived in the nick of time, saintly adventurer. I've been trapped for so long, I dare say I'm half mad. Ho ho! Thank you for sacrificing yourself to save me. Such courage brings a tear to the eye.
I've done nothing of the sort.
So modest. Oh, it warms the heart. Now, remember, someone must be in the lamp at all times. Toodles! Oh, freedom's sweet nectar. How I missed you. Oh, my rescuer left behind a servant. I'm terribly sorry for your loss. I'm sure you're at your wit's end without your master.
Shadowheart is no one's servant. Can we go back to Jolly at this point? Yeah, we can. So we're trapped here now in this fabulous lamp. We may as well snatch up some stuff. Just for the fun of it. Some of it might be useful. Like that elixir of fire resistance. There's a potion of supreme healing. That chest has a scroll of summon Quasit, which is interesting. We can of course summon our own Quasit. Shovel, do you want to pop in here?
Saintly stars and blessed stones? You escaped!
Yes. Only an idiot would stay trapped in that lamp.
Seas rose and fell while I rotted in that prison. Yet you mock me. Ha! Ha ha! Die!
Wonderful. I like this guy. Don't really need to waste an action surge on him. We'll just give him fisticuffs. I suppose in a way we're giving him release. It's not exactly the release he was looking for, probably. It's better than being stuck in a lamp for the rest of the time, surely. Now Minty, what do you want to get up to? You can still Rare Frost, even though you don't have your Morning Frost staff anymore. What's he going to do? Drunken Inhale. Compels foes towards him with a wind that makes them drunk. I mean, using that on old Astarion there doesn't really do a lot for anyone. Because he doesn't really mind being drunk. Does he have any abilities that work only when he's drunk? I'm not sure. Given as I've barely used any of his functions. I don't think so. I think he's all about making other people drunk. But that's fine. You can still fist people until they're dead. And that was a fun little adventure. Is there anything on this side? No, that one's locked off. Okay. But we can go this way.
Something over there.
Now we've got buttons. And a portal. What do you do for us, button? Did you just open that door for us?
Yes.
Maybe. Guess we'll press on. We've got more potential hidden rooms. Yep, here's one. Caution before the Seelie. That gives us another scroll. Wonderful. A query from Dehurst. Don't know what that's all about, but it's related to that cleric of mystery whose tower we've robbed. Back in the Underdark.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Traps. All sorts of traps.
Quite a collection of famed wizards. One for each door.
So a bit of disarming later. And we've got the pressure plates out of the way. That door can just be opened. That one is locked.
Must avoid that trap.
More disarming. And the fourth side does not have... Oh yeah, it does.
You wish to consult me?
Oops. No, sorry, Minty. I accidentally bumped into you in the dark. What I meant to do was disarm that plate, which I've done so. Wonderful. So now that's all disarmed. The doors aren't locked, it seems. That one just brought us back out. That was transmutation, wasn't it? Aha, a room.
A trap.
Oops. Everyone back away, please. Now, does anyone have any sort of healing gubbins about their person? Maybe not. Also, we've accidentally walked back into the room. Yeah, come on, crew. Right, you lot stay there. Up you get, lad. Can you disarm that before anything goes horribly wrong? Or did Jolly do it? Oh yeah, Jolly did it. Okay. Cool. Problem solved. To Elminster. So we've unlocked the door. And here's the door that opens the caster store. Good.
Be careful. There are traps about.
Wonderful. I think this is the way that will lead to the codex
Someone doesn't want visitors.
that we wanted. Let's go through caster store. Yeah, I've got some elixirs. We like those. And then the Annals of Carsus. Cool. We got a thing.
Something good here, I hope.
Maybe I am in the wrong place. Maybe the codex I was looking for is elsewhere. Or maybe it is just in the Elminster room. We've got the Pyro Quickness hat. Which I don't think we need. There's the codex. Our constitution is reduced by 5. But we have the knowledge we need to finish the book.
The book radiates power, but the words you read in the codex echo in your mind, guiding your eyes safely across the page. The once indecipherable glyphs now feel dangerously familiar, promising unholy power to those who can take it.
That sounds like me. Bonus of 2 to 5. That's not going to do it.
As you pass the strange glyphs, you can feel the book resisting. Ghostly voices whisper at you from the dark, probing and fighting your mind. Assailed from all sides, you careen through the text, absorbing knowledge you can barely comprehend. And yet, for all the violence, you start to see. You see now life and death are malleable as clay, to be bent and reshaped by your will, by your power. But as you close the book, a nagging doubt whispers in your mind. What consequences will there be for calling the dead from their rest?
I'm sure it'll be fine. And we have completed the book. Wonderful. Another quest finished. Another curse. Do we have any remove curse scrolls? We've got bestow curse. It seems as though we don't have remove curse. Oh wait, Minty's got one. Blam. All better. That's pretty much everything we needed from this tower. And it's time for another nap. Unless Scolaritas Fel has anything to add.
My fondest congratulations for your work in the temple. Well done indeed. On this eve, Scolaritas gazes upon perfection. You shall be a graven god, my demiurge. All you must do now is heed your father's advice, when the time comes.
I should bring a bloody storm upon this city in Baal's name.
In the carnage to come, you shall reach the peak of your holy magnificence. It won't be long, milady. It won't be long.
Outstanding. Now, what's our next thing on the agenda? Need to retrieve the Orphic Hammer from the House of Hope. That seems like something we could do. And we've got a journey to the House of Grief at some point. Oh, we should talk to Mazora. Yeah. Can we even do that? Do we even have a Mazora? Because we don't have a will. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's in the quest log. So maybe we can disregard that one. Oh yeah, and Raphael has given us the Orphic Hammer, and we're going to give him the Crown of Karsus. Unless we want to go and sort of rip up that contract, which we could do. Oh dear, Astarion is a bit feeble once again. We picked up some Cloud Giant elixirs, didn't we? We've got 2. No, we've got 3 total. Let's just use Hill for now. But we'll get his strength up to 27 down the line. Now we need to head to the Devil's Fee. Hello, Helsik.
I welcome thee to the Devil's Fee, where every hellish curio is a... Oh, it's you. Your little scroot of a friend left this on my floor the last time you visited. I presume you have returned to re-engage my services?
Shit, this again. Remind me of our past association.
You forgot what we did? I find that hard to believe. But if you speak truth, perhaps I could jog that lazy memory of yours.
Enlighten me.
You seek answers. Lord Mammon seeks coin. I will happily mediate. Make me an offer.
Any saleswoman worth her salt offers a free sample.
The first hit's free, eh? My, you have changed. Fine, just this once. You stand before Mammon's picklock, latchkeeper of the 9 hells. My business is not information, nor hellish curios. Not really. I break people into the hells. That's my thing. I opened a portal for you and Lord Gortash.
Raphael told me the Crown of Karsus was stolen from Mephistopheles. Were you involved with that?
Raphael. That sounds vaguely familiar, but I have a terrible memory for names. The only thing that jogs it is coin.
Fine, here's 1,000 gold. We don't need it.
My, what deep pockets you have. Yes, you are quite correct. The Crown of Karsus left the vault, and an opportunity opened for a devil named Raphael. His House of Hope is furnished with a great deal of treasures, many related to Karsus. But alas, he lacks the crown itself. He's rather ambitious. One can only wonder what he has planned for the crown. The answers to that can probably be found within his house.
We should infiltrate the Devil's home. I have always dreamed of visiting the Hells.
Yeah, that sounds like a wonderful idea. Can you help me break into the House of Hope?
So keen to return to the Hells. Well, I suppose it's warm this time of year. Very well. If you wish to die in Avernus, that's your business. Mine is charging you for it. Of course, such a task will require quite the substantial donation to Lord Mammon's coffers.
Such a task will be tantamount to suicide. And for what? The devil has nothing that you need.
Relax, friend. Here's 20 grand.
Why? The risk almost seems worth it when there's such pretty coins involved. Allow me to outline how this is going to work. First, you were never here. We never spoke. Second, you will perform the rites yourself. I want absolute deniability. Here's the grimoire and necessary components. Oh, take this key, too. It unlocks the ritual room upstairs. There's a blood circle already drawn. Don't ask whose blood.
Along with the grimoire and components, Helsik hands you a note containing precise instructions for performing the ritual.
Finally, you were never here. That is of utmost import to remember. Now be gone!
Thanks, Helsik. I will almost feel bad when you die along with the rest of the world. I got a new hat. It's not quite the Helm of Balduran. It's probably not good enough to replace anyone else's hats, I don't think. Any condition inflicts upon a target also applies 2 turns of encrusted with frost. Are we better off then using Morning Frost rather than Woe? Heck with it, I'm switching back. Morning Frost, you're back on the team. Now Shadowheart, what's your hat? Grimskull Helm. Yeah, we're not going to wear Scelaritas' hat, even if it is jaunty. What does it even do? You get momentum equal to your charisma modifier, and you gain advantage on concentrating saving throws. The momentum would actually be quite useful for Jolly, but it's fine. In we go.
I strongly suggest that you reconsider this course of action.
It's alright, friend. Don't worry about it.
Whatever you expect to gain from the Hells is not worth the risk of traveling there uninvited.
Now we've got a bag. And we've got a note. The skull goes on the star point near the altar. I guess the altar is there, so let's open the bag. Wonderful. The coin of mammon goes to the right. Skip a point, diamond, then incense. So skip a point, diamond, incense, thing in the middle.
There's nothing to be gained by invading the devil's home, and everything to be lost.
Relax, friend. It's all good. May as well pick this lock while we're here. Not that we were ever here, you understand. Helsik was very clear about that. Oops. And that's got the Infernal Marble once again. Yeah, I think all the ingredients can be found up here, but you need the note from Helsik unless you've memorised the pattern, which I haven't. Anyway, House of Hope awaits. Here we are. Doesn't look so bad.
I don't hear the Emperor.
You came. Such a shame. Curiosity killed all the cats. It won't be so kind to you.
As the woman speaks, you hear a distant rattle of chains, and she winces in pain.
The jailer will hear us. I shouldn't be talking to you. I must go. It's not kind to me.
The figure flickers and starts to dim from view, but you sense she could be convinced to return.
Good riddance. Last thing I need now is a mad apparition.
Don't you find my nonsense pretty? Then an ugly warning, loud and clear, like a sailor's shout as the rocks pierce through the fog. Turn back! Ahoy, avast alack! Our hull will have a broken back!
What a strange woman.
It is so good to see you again. I can't tell you how glad I am that you didn't enter the house without me.
Well, I didn't have a choice. The door's locked.
I'm sure a locked door can't stop a brave adventurer like you. But even if you poke the locks or knock, you won't get far without me. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the thing that kills you and the only reason you're alive. Made by a promise, undone by the truth. A handshake, a hug, the first beat of a newborn's heart. I am Hope. What little is left of her. A guttering candle in a universe of night. I'm not much of a friend to anyone anymore. But I could use a friend myself. Do you want a friend to guide you through this madhouse? I hear the jailer. It hears me. It'll call Raphael, make every question count. Make some of them count twice.
I'm here to kill Raphael. It's not a question, but it's a statement.
You brilliant, beautiful maniac. I'll hold him down while you trim his arteries. Except he's not home. I'm indisposed and you're in hell. Don't waste any more words, or we'll both be sorry. The house is home to many things. Most of them really want to kill you. I strongly suggest you try not to let that happen. Find your contract instead. Save your soul.
You hear a sound like the rattle of a chain, and an agonizing scream in your head as hope flickers from view momentarily.
Quiet. There it goes. Everyone here is mad. Even you, especially me. And that makes them dangerous, but it also makes them stupid. I'll make you seem as ruined as the rest of the people here. A simple glamour to make you a terrible wretch.
That's not so bad.
Whisper your questions, little wretch. But really quiet and very clever. Concentrate.
Let's make our words as soft as the assassin's footfall. Oh wait. Maybe that's not going to work out so well. Why does Rogue give us disadvantage on that roll?
It hears your thoughts. It hears Hope's heart beating.
The rattle of chains echoes louder from unseen places, and without a scream or a sigh, Hope disappears.
Oh well. We didn't get to speak to Hope, but we are disguised, and that's the most important thing. Now, that's a wonderful looking little feast hall there, but we will press on. And Fernlion doors await in this direction.
Should be easy.
They can be lockpicked. It's a difficult lock. And we're through.
Over here.
And no, we don't want to talk to you, Hope. We just want to stroll on in and see what's happening.
But I will not let you bring disorder into the archive.
I'm not bringing anything, you little fosspot. I'm just here to watch the story unfold. Well, well, well. Look what we have here.
Hello, Corilla. Let's speak to the Archivist first.
A guest? Are you a client of the Master, or a visitor from elsewhere in the Hells? I do not believe you were invited. One moment. I shall consult the visitor's schedule. Most irregular. The schedule is all but clear, and yet you are here.
We are pretty irregular. I'm a client of Raphael's, and I had second thoughts about the terms of my deal.
I commend you. Thinking is a marvelous pastime. You should have third, fourth, and fifth thoughts about your deal as well. You can think about all the ways you're never going to break it.
I don't want to break it. Raphael said I can make some edits and clarifications to the wording. Dang. It's bad rolls.
That would be most irregular. Why not wait here until the Master returns? He'll be able to verify your extraordinary claim immediately.
Okie doke. Now, before we go on then, let's pop out. Maybe we have to find out that we need the invitation first. I want to unlock this door, you see.
Show your invitation.
There we go. Now that we know that an invitation is required, let's bob back in.
The Master will deal with you when he returns, and I'll mop up whatever remains.
Okay, maybe we can't speak to him any further.
Can't resist the faintest hint of a temptation, can you? I suppose that makes two of us. I'm surprised you're bold enough to show your face here. Raphael might tear it clean off your skull. He's going to notice you nosing around his house. I hope you're ready to face a very angry devil.
What are you doing here, Corella?
Me? This is home base. I'm not even going to ask what you're doing here. Plausible deniability. Might want to steer clear of my sister Hope, though. She's mad as a March hare. If she'd just agreed to serve Raphael, he'd probably have released her a long time ago. As things stand, she's his favorite toy. We're all mad here. But Hope in hell? Why, that's the definition of insanity.
Raphael is something I want. Help me find it.
Unlike you, I don't have a death wish. Or an eternal torment wish. You want my advice? Enjoy whatever life remains to you. When Raphael catches you, you'll never enjoy anything again?
And there she goes.
What do we have here?
Now.
You summoned Master Raphael, and I haven't finished dusting the artifacts yet. He will be most annoyed. This is delightful. You have what you wanted, but you cannot leave lest all hells break loose. A hopeless situation.
All I wanted to do was steal the invitation. And yeah, I guess because we failed, that's what's kicked all this off. Oh well.
There it is. Your contract with Raphael. Your signature bold at the bottom. The earthy smell of fresh ink still lingers. A magical field surrounds the item, preventing you or anyone from touching it. You surmise it's controlled by a vocal component. Magic words.
It's not going to be as easy as this, is it? Let's see how far we can reach it before we get repelled.
Before you can reach out, a compulsion in your head stops you. No, it seems to say.
Okay, I guess we'll try it then. It is I, Raphael. Lower your defences.
Nothing happens.
Thought not. Oh well. We kind of want that contract back. What we got over here? Gauntlets of Hill Giant Strength. Yoink.
That's curious.
And what we got over here? Amulet of Greater Health. At this point, we're thoroughly busted, so we may as well set off all the traps. And just rob the place blind. So, we've acquired gauntlets of Hill Giant Strength. Set the wearer's strength to 23. It's a slight increase for Astarion, but it's not amazing. Does anyone else need it? We're not using Titan String on Shadowheart, so I guess she doesn't need it. So yeah, those gauntlets then, pretty useless for us. The amulet though, set the wearer's constitution to 23. That could be useful, but is it more useful than the other things that we have equipped? What's better? Inflicting bleeding on targets have maximum hit points, or a huge chunk of extra HP for Jolly? I feel like the Amulet of Baal is more appropriate. Now, Mincy's amulet only really works on cantrips. So it wouldn't greatly change her plans if she were to switch to the Amulet of Constitution. But it would give her significantly more HP, which is nice. Because she does suffer from a lack of HP. So I guess we need to just...
Vandalism, thievery, murder, dawdling with intent. What crime did you commit? Doesn't matter, because it was the wrong crime. You didn't steal what you came for. But there's no turning back. You need to leave, and you need to take me with you. Come to me across the hall. Bring the hammer. Break my chains. Then we can get your contract.
I don't need you to get my contract. I'm leaving without you.
Oh, God, no. Oh, please, no. No, 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 no.
Maybe she's finally run out of hope after all. Either way, next time I guess we're going to have to murk Raphael, get back our contract, and generally stab everything else in the House of Hope. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.